Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I have way too many empties to share with you. It's been a while, I think, since I did the last empties. At least it feels like that. And the bin where I keep all of the empties is overflowing. So I don't know what I've done, but a lot of stuff has been finished. And I think I just want to do a super quick, like rapid show and tell of what has been used and whether I would repurchase it or not without a lot of fanfare and description around it. So let's start with candles, because I went through a ton of candles over the past couple of months. An ongoing favorite of mine is DW Home candles, DW Home. And one of my faves from them is Warm Tobacco Pipe. It has a black wax in it. Definitely smells like a warm tobacco pipe. There's not much else to say. It's really nice in the air. I enjoy these and I will repurchase these. Then I had Twinkling lights from Yankee Candle. It was okay. I don't think I would bother repurchasing this. Sort of a clean, almost laundry-esque smell. I was hoping for something a little bit sweeter, and it wasn't, but it was fine. I just won't repurchase. Also from Yankee Candle, I went through a couple of these. I only kept one, and that's Soft Wool and Amber. And obviously, I didn't burn it right because it's all blackened at the top. I didn't put the metal thing on it that helps to prevent that. This is a really nice scent. I would probably consider repurchasing this. It's a warm, comforting, cozy sweater kind of smell. Soft Wool and Amber. Then you might remember me loving a candle called, I think it was Sugared Beignets, Cinnamon Beignet from Threshold, sold through Target. So I did get a couple more, not of that when I got Christmas Velvet. I bought 2 of those. These were okay. I would not bother repurchasing, but I would like to get almost like a case of that cinnamon beignet scent. I miss it. It was wonderful. And you know how it's the kind of thing where when you find something you love, you don't need to like experiment with a bunch more. I really love that candle and want a lot of it, but not these. These were okay though. Then the last Homeworx candle that I had this is called Sugared Beignets. That's what I'm mixing up. I think the other one is Cinnamon Beignet or Beignet Cinnamon or something. So, I think I shared before, these Homeworx candles, they have a gasoline-ish smell that really bothers me. I can't unsmell that, and everything that I've purchased from Homeworx has that kind of smell. So I think I'm going to stay away from this brand. They're huge candles. They're 4 wicks. They burn very nicely. They burn evenly. They don't tunnel. They don't do any weird things. You don't get any soot, nothing. I just don't particularly love, there's something in the like DNA of these fragrances that I can't deal with. So that's a no. Then I think I shared in my last empties that I fell in love with a fragrance called Harvest Spice Scone. And I have 2, in fact, that I've burned from them. I got these at Palm Beach Tan, and that's how they're labeled there, where I go to do my, self-tan, my spray tan. This is like one of the most amazing, warm, fresh out of the oven, scone kind of senses. And I'd love to buy a bunch more of these. They don't burn the best. Okay, the wick ends up getting like that ball at the top that's really like sooty and keeps the flame like too big. So I didn't care for that part of it, and I don't like how much soot it gives off, but the scent is glorious and it fills up an entire, I wouldn't say house, I would say it filled up this entire area here. So, and then I also got Snow Queen from Palm Beach Tan, same line of fragrances. And it says cinnamon, mandarin orange, and fresh pine. A really nice, crisp winter smell that I would definitely buy again. So that's all the candles. So then I did finish another skinny syrup. This is cinnamon vanilla, and it was fantastic. I'm trying to go through only one of these bottles at a time, because if I have 3 or 4 or 5 out, it takes forever to go through them because they last a long time. I use this in my coffee every morning, and I only do a few drops. I don't do like a whole, ton. I put my 2 Splenda in my coffee and then do just like a little splash of this, and it just makes it ever that much more sweet and yummy. You use too much of these fragrances, you use too much of these syrups and you're going to ruin your drink. Don't do that. You can also bake with these, by the way. So these are 0 sugar for those of you that are either diabetic or type 2 diabetic, or you just don't want to mess with the sugar and prefer the artificial ones. Body stuff. I have purchased so many of these and will continue to. This is called the Clean-a-Colada from Soap and Glory. I love the artwork on there. It's so fun, like that retro 50s, 60s kind of look. This is a beautiful, soft coconut smell, really soft coconut and sweet, not like your dry, husky coconuts. It's really, really, it's almost like a fruity coconut. And I just love using this. It's light and it's fun. The texture of this body wash is very thin. It's not a thick body wash, but I enjoy it. I'm finally getting rid of, I haven't even gone through all of this. It's called the Scrub of Your Life. And this is also by Soap and Glory. I used to use this a lot when I self-tan, spray tanned back in the day, but I've gotten lazier about exfoliating before I spray tan just because I find that it doesn't make as big of a difference as people think. I mean, you definitely want to do a little bit of a scrub down before you spray tan, but you don't need to go through all of this. Anyway, this is a good one if you need a scrub, or even if you're not self-tanning and need an exfoliating kind of scrub. This is fantastic. It's a thick scrub that has a lot of the little granules in it that make a big difference in cleaning your skin, like scrubbing your skin down. So it's a yes, except I don't use this, so it's probably down to here. I'm just going to go ahead and toss it. And then I went through a Philosophy Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere Body Wash, which is fine. I don't know that I would repurchase this. It smells really good. I have cinnamon buns from Philosophy in the shower right now that I'm making my way through. Y'all, I'm trying to be good and only have 2 body washes at a time in the shower. Wish me luck. I've been doing good for the past maybe 6 weeks or so with only 2. And then my husband has Cremos Palo Santo in the body wash in the shower. And he has another like 3-in-1 men's like bourbon, Oakwood, some kind of something or other, the men's stuff. But this is nice. The thing with the Philosophy body washes, they can be a little bit pricey. I think I got this for $15. I don't know if that was retail. I think I got it on sale. And as I always say with body washes, they don't carry the smell through. It's like you just enjoy it while you're in the shower and that's it. But my friend Liz Tolbert here, hey Liz, hey, she said something on her channel that stuck with me, and that's that it's something like, don't expect your shower gels to last forever. Just think about it as setting. I'm looking at birds, y'all. In case you're wondering, what am I staring at? There are falcons circling, or a falcon rather, circling up ahead that is really fascinating me. It's like I get distracted so easy. Where was I? She said, think about your shower gel as setting the mood for whatever comes next, like in terms of your fragrance for the day, and don't think of it as adding to your fragrance. So I remember that. Thanks, Liz. That was great advice. 2 other body products, and then we'll do hair and go to face and makeup. I hated both of these, and I shared this in another video. They are deodorants. One is the Native in coconut and vanilla. The smell is great on this, but I don't know, it never really like completely dried down on my armpit. It stayed a little tiny bit like icky and gooey, and I need these to be dry. I'm a naturally sweaty Betty, and so I don't need anything adding to that, if you know what I mean. I do use Certain Dry, the roll-on one, to help control the sweat in my armpits. Let me get my hair together, y'all. Hold on. Okay, fine. Whew. And then also Kopari coconut oil deodorant. This is another one that my husband hates the way this smells. He hates it. And I can understand why. It doesn't really smell like coconut. It smells like it smells like shampoo. And the consistency of this is a little bit like men's deodorant that's a gel. And ew, I don't want sticky jelly armpits. I need them dry. So I'm sticking with my Donna Karan Cashmere Mist deodorant. That is doing it for me, and I'm happy with that. Let's go on to hair. I've talked about the brand Davines before on this channel, and I adore just about everything I've tried from Davines. I went through a volume boosting mousse. This stuff smells like marshmallow goodness. Oh, so good. And it's a foam, like a mousse foam that you put in your roots to give your hair a little bit of volume right before you blow dry it after you've washed your hair. Fantastic. This is like bottle number 3, and I have bottle number 4 or 5 or whatever. I don't even know how many bottles I've had, but a lot in the carousel in there. And then I've also gone through another shampoo and conditioner. I've got to take this off because I keep these for the next bottles. These are expensive, but the smell in these is just like divine, earthy, spa-like, beautiful goodness. I can't get enough of this smell. I need this smell in perfume form. Like you talk about Calgon, take me away. Davines, take me away. Love this stuff. Definite repurchase on both of those. Oh my God, I forgot a couple of products that really should have been put up a little bit higher. One is this is the Molton Brown Orange and Bergamot Bath and Shower Gel. This is amazing stuff if you like earthy scents. So it's citrus and like an earthy delightfulness that I think is sort of in the same realm as the Davines and Aveda scents and whatever. A little bit different, a little bit odd. I'd love a fuller bottle of this. It was part of my 25 days of Christmas, the advent calendar from, I think it was Saks Fifth Avenue, one of my favorite products from there. And you won't believe that I actually finished a fragrance, but it was a little one. This is Kayali Vanilla 28. I do have a full bottle. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about that in a recent video. But yeah, love this. Really, really good. Brown sugar vanilla fragrance. Fantastic. Okay, so then let's talk about skin cleansing and care. Went through another Sephora waterproof makeup remover, eye makeup remover, and I have another 4 bottles. I've been through umpteen bottles of this. I don't even know how many I've used, but it is a mainstay in the collection. And I'm using now, just to switch it up a little bit, the Lancome. I forget what it's called, but it's also blue like this, and you shake it up as well. The eye makeup remover, and it's fabulous. Went through another Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, all-in-one waterproof makeup. This one is for sensitive skin. This is another sort of mainstay in my cleaning routine. One product I will not repurchase, and I would not advise it to anyone, and it is the Elemis Pro Collagen Naked Cleansing Balm. I've talked about this in another video. I used it rather to cleanse off the makeup at the end of the night as the balm part of the routine. And it is very, very, very like unforgivingly thick, and it smells and tastes bad. You can't help but get some product on your lips when you're doing like an all over face balm, and it's just tastes wretched and smells just as bad. And it's expensive, y'all. This tub is somewhere between $60 and $80. I know I got it on sale, but still, even on sale, I would not repurchase this. This is a hell no. Then a product that I might repurchase, but I'm not going to run out to repurchase it. I enjoyed it while I tried it, and I thought it was nice. It's the Skin Fix Barrier Triple Lipid Peptide Cream that looks like so. And one of the things about this, you have to do that to get the product out. So there's still a little tiny bit of product left in there. Let's get every penny's worth. But it says rich lipid replenishment cream. Yeah, it was a rich cream. It was nice. I didn't particularly love the way that it smelled. It's not an awful smell, but it's not one that I'm rushing to repurchase. I have a lot of new moisturizers that I am trying out. So this is not high on my list to repurchase, but I didn't have any problems with it. It was totally fine and felt really nice. Then I used Tatcha, the Dewy Serum, which I did like. I have some other serums in the rotation right now, but I have a full bottle of this waiting to be used when I'm ready for it. I like this. Other serum-y types of things. I had the Solwasu First Care Activating Serum, which I did enjoy and would consider purchasing again. I don't remember a lot about it except that I liked it. I liked the texture and consistency, and I liked the way that it felt on my skin. And then I mentioned this one and that I really liked what it did for my skin, but I detested the way that it smelled so bad that I cannot purchase it. It's a full thing of it. It's the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. This was like a little travel size of it. I didn't even finish this. I think I used up most of it, but I didn't finish it because it smells so bad, especially, when I put it here. Who wants to be smelling like rotten oranges all day? Ew, that was a no. The Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment is a big yes for me from Sunday Riley. I have a big bottle of this that I'm almost done with, and I will be repurchasing even another big bottle after that. I can see a visible difference in my skin in terms of plumpness, firmness. It helps to exfoliate your skin gently at night so that you wake up with a fresh, dewy face, y'all. Then the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops, Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. So I'm on my second little bottle of this. I had one that also burst to the floor and it broke. But I ended up using this little one, and I have another one of this. So this is a yes. I would think about repurchasing them again. I like the way it smells. Very subtle, watermelon smell. And it feels really good on the skin. Very hydrating for the skin. And then y'all, I went through a Paula's Choice Resist, what do you call this? Skin Restoring Moisturizer. I love it so much, I actually bothered to cut it and get inside to get the rest of it. I don't do that with products, y'all. Nothing is that serious, but this I enjoy that much. It's a lightweight moisturizer that sinks into the skin well and plays very, very well under makeup. I really like this a lot. Another moisturizer that I really enjoyed, and I would consider purchasing this again if I see it. I found it at Marshall, so I don't even know if it's like officially still sold. It is the Black Snail Repair Cream from Halika. This was beautiful. It smelled really, really good. It was a nice emollient cream, but also had this really easy slip to it that made it just like luxurious to apply and felt really good on the skin, smelled good, and sank in nicely overnight. Really good stuff. Let's talk about the makeups. If you have natural hair brushes, before I get into the actual makeup products, I used up the Japonesque solid brush cleanser, coconut cleansing balm. The way that this works, and it's made for natural hair brushes. This is like if you've seen men use their shave soap, they put it in the cup and they wet it and they use their shave brush to kind of foam it up. This behaves the same way, except you use it for your natural hair brushes, like your goat hair brushes. And this was decent. I don't know that I'd rush out and repurchase this brand, but it was fine. Okay, let's talk about actual face products. Jane Iredale skin products, I hate. So the foundation that has the bubbles in it, the little balls or whatever that you have to break up, hated that. Tried to love it, watched YouTube videos on it, see how people enjoy that, but on me it just was like a disaster. As well as the Glow Time full coverage mineral BB cream from Jane Iredale. This one is in the color 5, and I just detest the texture of this. I don't know how to describe it, except that I feel like it does not play well over any of my moisturizers. First of all, the color's too light for me. So I have to wait until my self-tan dies down to even think about using this. But it dries so quick. It dries quickly. It pills up. It's a big fat no. It pisses me off because that product is not cheap. Okay. I finally am putting to rest, although it's not completely finished. There's still like another maybe teaspoonful in here of my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Y'all, you don't need to spend a lot on powders. I have expensive powders. I love them too. But if you want to save some, this drugstore powder, look, it competes with all of the most expensive quite easily. This is in the color 20 light medium. I have 25 also in the drawer now. So I went ahead and put this to rest. I've been using this for the better part of probably 4 years. It's never failed me. Fantastic face powder. Okay, other face products I'm putting to rest, even though I could use this more. The Milani Sun-Kissed Silky Matte Bronzer. This is in the color, well, it's 02 Sun-Kissed. That's the color. And I've used a lot of it. It doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe it anything. We had a really great time. This is a bronzer that I would absolutely advise to people. It goes on well. It stays put during the day. I just have so many bronzers that I need to get through, and I'm not that person that feels like I need to use the edge of everything, before I get rid of it. I used enough of this, so I'm going to lay this to rest, but dang, it's good, and I would absolutely consider repurchasing that. A product that I may pass along to someone if they're interested, it doesn't need to be thrown away. It's from the Lion King collection, and this is the Circle of Life highlighter. This is Sir John, is that his name? Sir John with Luminous, and this is Beyonce's makeup artist. So he put out a line on the Lion King, with the Lion King rather, through Ulta. This was a while back, and this is supposed to be a highlighter. Yes, I could use this for other things. I could use this for shadow. I could use this, in the summer to dust myself with a nice, bronzy glow. But I have a lot of other products like this, and so I've had enough of this product. It's a little dark for me as a highlighter, and I'd love to pass this along to someone. I may give it to a friend. So that one. This one's going to shock y'all because I love Natasha Denona. This product, okay, it's the Love Glow Cheek Palette. So it came out, I think, a couple of years ago, and it has that fun, cover on it. It's so cool, that part of it. I've used this a lot. It doesn't look like I have, but I have. And here's the issue. So there are cream products here. One is like an underglow that you can lay down as a base, and then you can put these other products on top of them. They're a little bit glittery for me, and I don't reach for this often. I may see if one of my siblings would be interested in this one. So I'm that person that just keeps Natasha Denona products and Pat McGrath products because they are who they are. And I want to do better about that. And so this is one that I don't really find myself enjoying when I use. So let me go on and pass this along. I hate the packaging of this product, but I love the product. It's Lise. So this is the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the color Kindness. Kindness. Beautiful color, nice sort of peachy, pinky color. There's something about the shape of this that just irks my nerves. I hate the way it sits among my other blushes. I have a drawer full of 9,496 blushes. I don't need an aggravating package. I know, how bratty of me. Beautiful formula, excellent color. If you like a cream formula, here you go. I can't do the pizza slice. So let's do eyes and then one lip product, and we're going to wrap up this video. I have 3 mascaras. The Lash Paradise, which I like, and I would advise, and I've advised people to get this in other videos. I'm getting rid of this only because it's a mascara that to me is good for probably 3 weeks, maybe 4, and then it starts to get a little bit clumpy. So that's my only advice. Just know that going in. It works beautifully, and then it starts to dry out a little bit and it's just, yeah. So there you go. Too Faced Better Than Sex. I don't know if it's this tube because I've had this in the past and I've enjoyed it. It does transfer a little bit and it drops a little bit of flakes as the day goes on. Nothing too terrible. But for some reason, this one did the same thing as that Lash Paradise. It was great for like the first couple of weeks. And then after that, and I don't keep many mascaras open. I keep, at this point, 2 mascaras open at a time. I don't have 4 and 5 open because they dry out quickly, but this one in particular dried out a little bit faster than I was hoping and made my eyelashes look clumpier than I have when I used this in the past. And then the Huda Legit Lashes, Huda Beauty. So this has 2 sides to it. It has that kind of a brush. Let me put it against my skin tone so you can see how that looks. And then that kind of a brush. And the idea is you can use one or the other to start and then use the other one to have the opposite effect. So one like volumizes, the other one separates, and you can do it in whatever order you want. I hated this. I found the formula rather thick and clumpy, and I found the 2-brush idea difficult to work with. And so I used this maybe twice, and then this is going in the garbage, period. I mentioned the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks. This is in the color Strapless. The color looks gorgeous. Here, really nice, subtle color, and then it just disappears on the eyelid. You apply it, you think you're cute, and then 10 minutes later, poof. Maybe not that dramatic, y'all. Maybe not that dramatic, but it really fades fast on the eyes and doesn't have any staying power. So maybe the other colors work differently. Some people really love those. Oh my goodness, I forgot another mascara. This one I used up thoroughly because it's a fave. It's the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara, which is a drier formula, and it has a nice hourglass shape. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. It works for my eye shape. It works for my eyelashes. And it really helps to separate, lengthen, and volumize my lashes. I adore this. So I went through 3 eyebrow pencils, all of which I would repurchase. I really like these a lot. The Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This one is in the color 3. I think I like 3.5. And I think it's counterintuitive because the 3 is darker and ashier, and I think the 3.5 is lighter. Anyway, whatever color is a lighter brown, I like a more sort of golden brown than the ashy brown. I think that overall makes my eyelashes look a little bit more natural. I like this brush a lot, and I do like, but I have to be careful with using the Huda Beauty Balm Brow. That's what I have in my eyebrows today, and I have it in the color. What color are you? 5 medium brown. Fabulous color. It has a little spoolie on one side, but what I like about it is that it has almost like a little teeny tiny micro pencil that gives you really fine strokes. You just have to be careful not to, I keep going here, you have to be careful not to pump up too much of this. It has to be a really tiny tip of the pencil, and then it works beautifully in your brows. So otherwise it'll keep breaking off if you pump up too much of it at a time. I'm gonna tell you all though, in the #1 slot for my eyebrows, it used to be this Benefit pencil, but for some reason lately, I don't know if it's a formula change or just the way I do my eyebrows differently or whatever, but the Anastasia Brow Wiz is it for me. This is by far my favorite pencil still, and I like the color Soft Brown, which is like the color of my hair versus a darker, grayer, ashier color. Fabulous. I will not be without this, and I have backups of it. And I'm going to end the video with a lipstick that I've had enough of, and then a lip liner that I went through enough of. This is the Pat McGrath Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil in the color Buff. And so, oh my God, there you go. There's one of the problems with it, right? The pencil comes loose from the body of it a little too much. But this is a super, super light pinky color. It's okay. I'm just noticing more and more as I get older. I prefer a little bit of a browner tone on the lip liner than pink. Anytime I do a lip liner with pink, I think it's going to be nice. And then I feel like once I put the pink lipstick over it, it almost like my lips just kind of fade and you don't even see them on my face. So like today I have Spanish Pink on from Tom Ford as the lipstick. And I have a little bit of, I think it's terracotta, the terracotta lip liner from Huda Beauty. So it has a little bit of definition. So my lips actually, I got makeup all over the place, y'all, shows up on camera. And then a lipstick that I'm actually going to get rid of because I'm realizing it's the wrong tone for me. It's Beige Babe from Maybelline. And this is a matte formula. And this is in 545. I'm sorry, the number of it is 545. You see how it's a little bit, well, let's see. See, there you go. Look how pale that looks versus the top lip, which has a little bit more tone and depth to it. This one is maybe a little bit pale for me. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, do I want to get rid of you? I only have a million, trillion, bazillion, fafillion, gazillion lipsticks. I'm going to go on and get rid of it. It's a little bit on the light side for me and a little bit blue in tone. That's it, y'all. That's my empties for the month. Let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.